Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to another episode of the Bama State Recap Show here on a Sunday evening. Welcome, all of you. Thanks for joining the show. I'm your host, JB, also the host of the Black and Gold Show, also the host of the new interview show that I have featuring Bama State players, former and current, called The Buzz, which I will be giving you guys new episodes of that coming soon. And I want to thank everybody for joining once again. Thanks for subscribing to this YouTube channel, Sports Talking with JB, the podcast network to give you all the Bama State content you need. First of all, I ask you guys each and every week, and you guys continue to do so. Please hit the like button on your way in, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and share this to your people. Yes, indeed, man. It's a great day to be a Hornet. Thanks for everybody in the chat showing up. Sanquinetta, all my regulars showing up. Mr. Conley Smoot, salute to you, my brother. And it's going to be a great show, man. We got to recap Bama State versus UAPB, which was BTA on yesterday. And I'm going to throw in a little preview of Turkey Day Classic. See, I got on my Turkey Day Classic. But before we do all that, let's get to the sponsors. So, as you guys know, this show, this entire network is sponsored by Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz. If you're in the market for a new Benz or any other pre-owned vehicle, you can visit them on location at 217 Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama, or you can visit the website at jackingrammercedes.com. Proud sponsor of the Sports Talking with JB Podcast Network. We are also sponsored by the official clothing brand representing them Hornets and other HBCU schools as well, but we like to display and support the Bama State Hornets. The Yard Apparel brand. You see the website right there. You see the gear. The shirt that I'm wearing is actually the 100th Turkey Day Classic shirt. I'm going to show you guys a little closer after I get through with this, but the yardapparelbrand.com is where you get all your latest exclusive Bama State gear. Go to the website that you see right there on the screen and check them out. Get you some gear, man. It may be too late to buy some for Turkey Day, but you can get you some for next season and beyond. The yardapparelbrand.com. And also, Bama State did it again, ladies and gentlemen. They put up 40 plus. 44 points. You see it right now on the screen. Points given challenge. This is what we're donating this week. Text SWARM as 1 to 71777 to donate, or you can scan the QR code. A lot of my people have been texting, and you'll get the response back where you can donate your $44 or weekly donations right there. So shouts out to Big Bama State, and this money goes to the NIL fund to support the kids. Now, and I appreciate everybody else who does that as well. But let me show you guys the shirt. Hold on. Let me show you guys the shirt. Turkey Day Classic. Y'all see it right there. 100 year. This was the shirt from last year. This is last year's shirt. We don't have one for this year, but we are looking forward to the 101st Turkey Day Classic that's going on this Thursday. But before we talk about that, we got to recap what happened on yesterday. And I know we probably going to get some Jackson State people in here tonight. So before we do all that, man, we got to congratulate Jackson State. Real bittersweet. This is the most bittersweet thing I got to do. But I'm going to go ahead and do it. Congratulations to Jackson State for winning their game against Alcorn yesterday. Therefore, they will be hosting the SWAC championship game against Prairie View. So congrats. They almost lost that game, but I'm not even going to sit here and talk about what happened because, man, it hurt. It hurt. Came down to the last plays. If you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, then it really came down to the end of the game. So they barely won that game. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And before we actually get started, man, what's up, Hornet Sam? Shouts out to you. Shouts out to Mimi G. All my members in the chat. I appreciate y'all. That green look good. showing right there in the comment section. Yeah, they barely won. So before we actually get to it though, I wanna do this right here before I talk about the game. And shouts out to my guy Trey Adams, man. He made a great point, man. He does good content as well, man. He does reaction videos and whatnot. But shouts out to Trey Adams. He posted this morning. With Bama State going 8-1 in the SWAC and still not going to the SWAC championship, just doesn't sit right with my spirit. Shouts out to the boys, Coach E-Rob, for a great season. It's time for the SWAC format to change. Yeah, and I've been talking about this, pretty much all season, right? Bama State, and it could go either way. Let's say Bama State would have beaten Jackson State, and Jackson State win the rest of the games or whatnot. We had the tiebreaker. We will be playing for the SWAC championship, and Jackson State will probably have the same record they have and be beneath us because of the tiebreaker. And who's to say they wouldn't have an argument? My guy Trey saying 8-1. Really, we went 7-1, but we did play an additional SWAC game. We played Southern, which was an out-of-conference SWAC game, so it didn't count far as the SWAC to the SWAC standard, so to speak. And he had a great point. Why will you schedule a SWAC team for an out-of-conference game when you can schedule another FCS school or another school, right? Could kind of strengthen the strength of schedule, which, I don't know how they look at it and how they grade the SWAC schools compared to all the other conferences that play in the FCS playoffs. Jackson State was ranked because they were the Black College champions. So they were ranked going into the season. We see how that works out, but Bama State, you can't tell me Bama State doesn't deserve to be in the top 25. You can't tell me that. This team was spectacular this season. They were spectacular this season. But all in all, man, like you say, it was a great season, man. The format, I really believe, and I talked to Coach E-Rob about that too. And shouts out to everybody who watched my interview with Coach E-Rob. But that format is kind of where you can go to taking away the East and the West and grouping everybody in the same group, and the top two teams at the end of the season will play for the SWAC championship. Exactly. The Big Ten format, Conley Smoot, like he just said, the Big Ten, the SEC, ACC, all the other big schools have the same format. They went away with the East and the West. We're just doing one conference. The last two, the best teams at the end of the season will play for the conference championship, right? But we may see a change because let's be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. Bama State, Jackson State, and Prairie View were the top three teams in the SWAC all year long. All year long. And you see it, right? And before the season started, people wasn't expecting Bama State to go, 10-2. I'm giving them the TU game. But we had FAM. That was expected to be a tough matchup. But FAM turned out not to be what they were accustomed to being over the past couple of years. Southern went from top to bottom, as we saw, being in the SWAC championship last year, being at the bottom of the barrel this year. So some teams weren't what they were depicted to be. They didn't turn out to be that. But Bama State stayed the course, kept pushing, lost the first game, close game against UAB, bounced back. Every other game was BTA except the close game we had against PV, and the close game we lost against Jackson State. Every other game was BTA. That's all I'm saying. I think Bama State is still one of the top two teams in the SWAC. That's what I believe. And I'm sure a lot of other people will believe that as well. Yeah. So Alvin already got a bold prediction. He think BP going to go down there and beat Jackson State. We'll talk about that game when they get close enough. The Southern game was they did come to Montgomery a couple years ago. That's right. But yeah, he made a great point. So shouts out to Trey Adams, man. Why would you schedule a SWAC opponent if it doesn't count in the SWAC standings? Right? Why would you do that? But I don't know how they do the FCS playoffs. Bama State can't play in it anyway because we play in Turkey Day Classic. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about what happened on yesterday, right? Let's do that. Bama State, once again, another big win. BTA on the Golden Tigers. The Golden Lions, my bad. 5-game winning streak, 44-13. You see it right there. T-Sean Smoot played his best game, I believe. This was his best showing. I got my notes, and I'm going to do like an abbreviated version of my notes. But T-Sean Smoot threw 4 touchdown passes to 4 different receivers. I asked Coach E-Rob about that at the post-game presser, and he was like, T-Sean played an excellent game. He made some elite throws out there. You saw the touchdown throw to Carl Ligon up the sidelines. Great pass. The one he threw to Asa Gregg in triple coverage. Outstanding throws. Even the one threw to Manny Thompson. Manny Thompson's every bit of 6'5", 6'6". He threw it up where only he could catch it. So just seeing the progression of T-Sean Smoot, the kid has the goods. He has the goods, man. I got his numbers. Matter of fact, let me post these numbers. I'm going to go ahead and post these numbers right here. Yeah, he one of them ones for sure. Let me go ahead. Here we go. All right. So these are the numbers for the game. We got stats this week, y'all. We got stats. I almost didn't have them, but we got them. So you see Smoot, 271 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, man. By far, excellent game by Smoot. Let me pull them up on my end because I can't see that screen. 20 for 28. So it's efficient. Jabbar Kirkendall led us in rushing yards, 6 carries for 62 yards. Dylan DeJet, 5 receptions, 71 yards. Rudy John Luis had a sack, had a few tackles for losses, and DeAndre Morris had 9 tackles, and he played an excellent game as well on defense. We struggled against the run, though. You see Jennings had 133 yards on the ground, 25 carries. The quarterback had some rushing yards as well. We gave up 200 yards on the ground. But all in all, man, this game wasn't even close, right? It was close early on. They scored first. We kicked a couple field goals. So they kept the lead early on until Marcus Harris. Shots out to Marcus Harris, by the way, for getting that record. 15 touchdowns for Marcus Harris. 50-yard touchdown run on 4th and 1. Untouched. And people look at Marcus Harris, he's a big kid. He's a big kid, man, like 240. But, man, he has speed. He gets in the open field, you're not catching him. You're not catching him. There you go right there. You don't see nobody else in the picture. You see nobody else in the picture. My goodness, man. This kid, Payday Harris is what they call him. Payday Harris is what they call that man. And I got an interview I'm going to do with Marcus Harris coming up real soon. You guys are going to enjoy that too. But appreciate everybody in the chat. What's up, Tip? What's up to all my members in the chat, man? I really appreciate you guys. Yeah. All those running backs are nice, man, for sure. You even got a couple more running backs. I think you got about 5 or 6 good running backs in that backfield. Shouts out to Coach Juwan Lewis, having them boys ready to go. But, man, every time Harris touched that ball, man, it's a chance he may take it all the way. And 15 touchdowns, that's remarkable. That's remarkable. 3rd all-time in school history, by the way. But, that's what happened. Bama State did what they had to do. After halftime, we came alive once again and scored 4 touchdowns, I believe. Let me pull that up in my notes. 4 touchdowns, 12-yard touchdown catch by Holtzclaw, 34-yard touchdown pass, Smoot to Ligon, 10-yard pass to Thompson, and a 26-yard touchdown pass to Gregg. So all of the touchdown passes by Smoot came in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Second half, he came alive, man. So shouts out to the kid, man. Shouts out to the whole team for doing great work on yesterday, man. Great work right there. And those are the team stats, by the way, while I pull them up on my end. So we gave up 226 yards on the ground. But we did rush for 203. The passing, 271 to 86, that was the backup quarterback for UAPB, Probably could have been a different game if they had Peters in there, but they could not throw the ball. They did go 3 for 4 on fourth down. We went 6 for 11 on third. You saw a fourth down conversion. But all in all, man, pretty clean game. Not too many penalties, no turnovers. They controlled time of possession, but we won the game. And that's how it's been for Bama State. Even when we don't control the time of possession, we still find a way to win the ball game because this team can score. This is the most high-powered Bama State offense I've seen in a long time. Top in the SWAC. One of the best offenses in FCS. Big Bama State. And we're averaging 42 points a game now. I think 42 points a game, if I'm not mistaken. So we got one more game on the schedule. We play Tuskegee. Short week, we play on Thursday. We're going to talk about that as well. But big ups to those guys, man, Bama State, for doing what they had to do on yesterday. Getting that last SWAC win is always good to get a win at home. Get a SWAC conference win. And, add to that record. We got one more game. We can make it 10-2. Right now, we're sitting at 9-2, man. Like it says, on a 5-game winning streak. But this team could very well have been undefeated. If you're looking at it, if it wasn't for a handful of plays, couple plays in the UAB game, we had them up by 11 points. Let's reminisce for a little bit, y'all. Let's take it back. Let's take it back. We had UAB up by 11 points in the third quarter. Couple things didn't go our way. Couple mishaps. UAB takes the lead. They score like 3 times in a row, and they never relinquished the lead. And the Jackson State game, we had the lead late in the ball game. We came back to take the lead against Jackson State, but we let them go down the field, drive the ball, score a touchdown. We go right down the field. Unfortunately, the 1 second we couldn't. The play wasn't there to be, 2 yards. Right? We couldn't get the yard, so we lose that game. So the season pretty much came down to a handful of plays. We will be looking at an undefeated season and going to the SWAC championship and the Celebration Bowl. Bama State, to my knowledge, hasn't had an undefeated season. Even the 91 championship team had a loss. So this right here, I will put this team, man. I don't want to go back because I'm 40 years old. So I can't go back past the 80, like late 80s. I can't really go past that and think. But this is one of the top 5 Bama State teams. Offensively, what other offensive team has been this dynamic? We had Andrew Body out there. Andrew Body was cooking. I'm talking about cooking. And ladies and gentlemen, he's still up for SWAC Player of the Year. And I think Andrew Body still should win SWAC Player of the Year. Then he goes down with injury. T-Shawn Smoot takes over second half of the PV game. And we haven't looked back. That just shows you how dynamic the offense is. How dynamic this offense is, man. So, yeah. Hey, Adam said he thinks JSU players should have missed that last play for removing that. Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point. But sometimes, Adam, and I say that too, it's a lot of things that the refs seem to overlook in certain moments, right? They overlook some things. And people have questioned the SWAC officials all season long. All season long. Hell, Jackson State still think we cheated for putting 1 second back on the clock. When clearly we were down, it was 1 second left. We called timeout. But, it is what it is, man. It really is what it is. I saw some things in that Alcorn Jackson State game yesterday that was questionable that, Jackson State may have benefited from in that last 2 possessions or whatnot. But everybody could point out things. Like I say, you can call holding on every play. It's a lot of things you could call far as the officials. So I'm not going to beat them up too much. But a lot of those calls or non-calls are judgment, pretty much what you see. Hornet Sam got a good question. Most of our players are coming back. I hope so. I hope so, Hornet Sam. I don't know right now. I really don't know right now. Let's see what happens after Turkey Day Classic, man. Let's see what happens. It's bittersweet though. It's really bittersweet. I will say that because man, guys like my guy, man, like my guy Tyree Saunders, you know, he ain't coming back. I mean, it's a lot of guys that are seniors. And by the way, Turkey Day Classic, Senior Day. Turkey Day Classic coming up. So all the seniors will be honored before the game. So we got about 25 seniors, I believe, E-Rob told me. So that's a lot of players. That's a lot of players. Yeah, man, got to show them a little grace. But yeah, the refs, man, it's been a rough year for the referees for sure. It has been. Yeah. They could have cheated. They could have, but like you say, that was yesterday. You know, we move on toward today. But that's Turkey Day Classic, man. Let's not overlook Tuskegee though, right? They got athletes too. They have not been good this year, and this should be BTA for Bama State. It really should. But I'm not gonna sit here and talk down on Tuskegee. I'm not gonna sit here and talk down on them because they're gonna come to the Gump looking to prove a point. They're gonna try to stop us from getting to 10 wins. They're gonna try to spoil our Turkey Day Classic. Hell, they're gonna have a lot of people come to the Gump for Turkey Day to support the players and tailgate and whatnot too. So it's tradition, and a lot of people are saying that we shouldn't even be playing this game because it's stopping us from going to the playoffs. And the committee did not. They already chose their playoffs. They already put out the brackets. I didn't even take it to post because there's no need to post the FCS playoff brackets because we're not going to be in it. So, but a lot of people have been telling me because Turkey Day Classic is in the way, Bama State can't make the playoffs. That's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. But let's talk about what we got going on for Turkey Day Classic, man. It's a lot going on. Actually, they had a gospel explosion concert today. Yeah, they had that today. It might be going on as we speak. But tomorrow, you got the coaches show with E-Rob. You got the comedy show after that. Alumni brunches on Wednesday. You got a music fest. Where's the music fest? Here's the music fest right here, by the way. John B, man. Shouts out to John B. He got some good new music, too. I'm about to check out. But everybody know the coolest white boy on the planet right there, John B. TK Soul, where he been? TK Soul had some good music back in the day. Drew Hill, man. Hey, Stokely, who is great, and Tucker. So this is this is a great lineup right here, man. Whoever put this lineup together, they did their thing. So the concert is at 8 p.m. I think 8 p.m. Let me take this ticker off so I can see the bottom. I don't want to tell y'all the wrong information. But this is a great lineup, Bama State. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. at the Dunn Oliver Acadome. Go get your tickets. I don't know how much the tickets cost. But, man, that's a great lineup hosted by DJ Envy. Is that? Yeah, from the Breakfast Club. So, hell of a concert lineup right there, man. So, if y'all coming on Wednesday, that's something for y'all to do on Wednesday evening, man. Go check out that. What else we got? Comedy show is Monday, tomorrow. So, that's at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock at the Nest right there. $25 ticket. Doug Williams. I ain't seen Doug Williams in a minute do no comedy. But that's what you got, man. That's the Alumni Friends Comedy Show. So, and Turkey Day Classic Parade is Thursday morning. I would say probably 9, 10 o'clock. I'm not sure. Then you got the Hornet Walk, and you got the game is at 2 o'clock. So, that's all the events right there, man. That's all the events right there. Yes, sir, man. So I know I'm gonna be there on Thursday for sure. I'm gonna get there early. I don't know how early, but I will be there. And I hope to see some of you guys out there too. I really hope to see some of you guys out there. Got a good comment right here. FCS needs to move the start of the playoffs up to get the Ivy League and SWAC teams percent. Yeah. That's also, but you know what? Maybe they don't want us to participate. Maybe they don't want us to participate. I don't know how that works, man, but I saw a lot of schools in that playoff that I know Bama State can put BTA on. I did. I saw that for sure. And our team, man, has played with a lot of confidence, man. Bama State has played with a lot of confidence this season. And the way we've been winning games, it's been a sight to see. It's been a sight to see, I will say that. So that's it, man. The last game of the season right there, Turkey Day Classic in the Gump. That's all we got left, man. That's all we got left. So, and I think that's all I got for y'all tonight, to be honest with you. But like I say, make sure you guys do the points giving challenge. We got to donate to these kids, this NIL fund. We're going to talk a lot of off-season stuff too. So just because we only got a couple more, we got like one more recap show next week, and then we got another Black and Gold show, doesn't mean the content's going to stop, because we still got off-season. We got recruiting. We got all that to talk about. But text SWARM as 1 to 71777 to donate in the points giving challenge. We got one more points giving challenge. And also tips and donations, greatly appreciated for the channel. You know, we got memberships too. So let me show you guys about the memberships before we leave tonight, because I've got quite a few people who have joined already, and I appreciate you guys. So this is how you join the channel right there. We got tiers: loyal fans, extended family, and the exclusive club. So it's pretty easy, you know, join the channel, support. Like I say, we're gonna do a lot of stuff for the off season as well. So your Bama State content will not go away. Trust me, it will not go away. If it's up to me, it won't go away. But that's about it, man. Go watch the interview I did with E-Rob, y'all. Go watch the interview I did with E-Rob last week. Great interview, man. My biggest interview yet, but I got some more coming, right? I got some player interviews coming for you guys. So, but I appreciate everybody who watched the show. If you didn't catch it, go back and check it out, man. E-Rob was nice enough to come on the Black and Gold show and chop it up with your boy, man. Yes, indeed, for sure, man. So with all that being said, man, we're going to get up out of here. Before we do that, I got to pay bills, so I got to play this commercial. Y'all check it out.
Sports Talking with JB is sponsored by Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, since 1959 serving the greater Montgomery area, from C-classes to GLEs, and everything in between. Visit them at 217 Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, Alabama. Come test drive a new Benz today. At Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz, it's time to love what you drive.
Yes, indeed, man. Check out Jack Ingram Mercedes-Benz for all your vehicle needs when you're looking to purchase a vehicle. And make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel and share this to your people. We got Turkey Day Classic coming up this week, man. All the festivities Thursday. Make sure you come to ASU Stadium. I know it's going to be a lot of tailgating. I know a lot of people going to have family in town for Turkey Day, but y'all come support the Hornets, man. Bring your family, bring your folks to ASU Stadium Thursday. I'm jumping ahead. This Thursday, bring your folks to ASU Stadium for Turkey Day Classic. Appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys, man. I just do this. I do it for the love. I do it for the love, and I do it to give y'all this content. And without y'all supporting, there will be nobody to get the content to. So, all in all, man, tomorrow it be expecting. We're doing a press conference tomorrow morning instead of Wednesday. It's a short week, so be expecting press conference from E-Rob. I got an interview with Marcus Harris coming real soon. Go check out the one with me and Tyrese Saunders did. It's called The Buzz interview segment. I got players currently and former players I will be interviewing one-on-one on this network, and I probably do a lot more of that in the offseason as well. But you guys stay tuned for content, man. This has been the Bama State Recap Show. The last one is next week. But until then, see you guys later, and thank you so much. Y'all be blessed.